so today we want to welcome you to another edition of the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. And we are more than happy to be here once more tonight, bringing you views of farmers, educative programs of agriculture, our latest development for our today Liberia. So if you have joined us for the first time, I would like you to come, fasten your seatbelt, stay with me, and let us move together. Because today we have fascinating information that will drive you to the greatest imagination of 2024. How we have come this far and where are we heading to? And if tonight you have questions of what in your mind concerning the future of Liberia, using agriculture as a method to deliver thousands of Liberia out of poverty, we want you to kindly sit down, follow us tonight, and be a part of the nation's highest agricultural platform that gives credence to all Liberians and non-Liberians around the world. Your usual host is Madam Abba A. Anderson, and I will be shortly joined by our team in Liberia, especially in Bon County. So if you are from the Bon County part of Liberia, or maybe you just part or parcel of Liberia, or maybe a friend, or maybe a partner, we encourage you to be a part tonight and let us move Liberia forward through the initiative of agriculture. Your host is Madam Abba A. Anderson. Very soon we will be live in Bon County. Follow us as we bring you this live coverage. If any doubts, our numbers are there. You can be able to contact us. And we want to say a warm welcome to you and a pleasant weekend to you as well. This is how we would like to introduce tonight's edition. Be a part and let us share great ideas.
Fellow Liberians, as we all have entered this year 2023, we have to stand strong in building our country's economy. In doing this, we need to focus on agriculture by going back to the soil, which will help us grow our food, that will help us sustain ourselves. It is often said, and I quote, "There's only one thing that can bring our country down and also has the potential of giving our country its bright color. Our dependence on foreign countries for food and energy have led us to be spectators of our country's economy, knowing that agriculture is the backbone of our country's economy. Fellow citizens, I argue you all join the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union every Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Africa 24 Online TV with their host, Ma Abba A. Anderson, the CEO and founder of Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. For a live educative section under the topic, let's educate our farmers.
Again, we are glad to be here once more, and we are joined by Honorable now in Bon County, and all of our listening audience around the world. We say a massive welcome and a wonderful weekend to you. We are once more here because you have given us the opportunity to be here speaking with you and to you. So we once more want to say thank you for listening, Father, and sharing. If tonight is your first time joining us, I wholeheartedly want to welcome you on behalf of the entire Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union program. You are highly welcome. And also to you, Ambassador Yang, you are highly welcome tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Abba Anderson. And it's my pleasure being on the program. And like I was saying, like I told many of our listeners of recent, due to some circumstances where you'll be explaining to them, we have actually changed the time of the program from the morning hours and, to the evening hours because we feel that this is the best time that many of our farmers are now done with their various work and they are at their various homes or they have already come from churches or other places of work and are relaxing following the radio program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. And so to our people there in Bonkante, we want to say hello to you all, but people, we are happy to be here with you in Bonkante. And Bonkante holds one of the highest areas when it comes to Liberia. When we look at Liberia, without Bon County, there is no Liberia. So with Bon County, Liberia is completed. So we are happy to be here with you once more. And I would like to congratulate us all as Liberians to be standing today in our nation history. I would want to say thank you. And if you have not listened to us before, you just heard about this program, or maybe you just near your radio, I want you to kind of sit back, relax, and let us move Liberia forward as we talk tonight. I want to be able to talk to you as a daughter of the nation. I want to be able to talk to you as a child that needs a home. I want to be able to talk to you as a farmer that needs the way out. I want to be able to talk to you as a Liberian who wants to see the betterment of Liberia. I will still want to talk to you as a mother who wants to see that her child goes to school and learn for the future. I will want to talk to you as a sister who needs help through agriculture. I still want to talk to you as a true patriotic Liberian. I want to continue to talk to you as a Liberian as you are. Today is a historical time. But before we can dive into the major topic tonight, I will want to first of all, on behalf of the entire team of the Abba Organic Farm Liberia's Farmers Union, to take a minute of silence as we regret one of the hits one of the worst hits that hit Liberia in this most recent time of our nation history. One of the saddest time that we have walked through peace in this most recent time. I will want to observe with you all that are listening, outside and inside of Liberia, whom have been affected by this fire incident and all other incidents that may have occurred I want you to know that a daughter of the soil, it touched us all. As Liberians, it touched us all. And humans, we are all hit by this tragedy. So we will want to observe 1 minute of silence. All souls that have departed will rest in peace, and that we remember them as heroes as they lie to rest. The meaning starts now. Thank you all for observing the meaning. It's now ended, and we are once more joining hands with all bereaved family or all victims, be a physical victim, mentally been victimized by the situation. We want to say we join hands with you, and our prayers are with you as we walk through this time of sorrow. Let us be strong and let us know that God is the head of everything. And whatever that is happening, it is hard for us to forget, but we regret all that have happened. But with God above, we pray that God heal our hearts and let us take this incident into a status that will allow us to grow over this and this will not be repeated. So we say sorry from the heart, the mind, and the soul of all Liberians who are not able to be there physically to cry with you, but we cry with you from our hearts and our spirit. Let God be our strength as we go through this time of bereavement. Again, I will also want to say thank you to everyone else who have been part of the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union Program, who have been part of everything we've done, doing all the farmers that have been making their way through their course, sharing of the videos, and just interacting. We want to say thank you. Today, I'm here to speak with you, and I'm joined by other officials of the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, who will be introducing themselves to you shortly, and together we will be able to discuss. But tonight's topic, just before our officials can be able to introduce themselves, I would like to focus on development. That would be our topic. Development. And if we all want a better Liberia, we must first speak about development. And how does development work? And where do we start development from? And how best can development become successful in Liberia? And how best as Liberia, what can we benefit from development? These are the major topics we will be underlining tonight, bringing you some fascinating stories about other countries that have used development and implement a development, and today they are able to look at poverty as something in the past, and we believe Liberia can also develop from their own. So again, I'm joined by officials on the line, and they will be introducing themselves to you. So you are live. Can you please introduce yourself? Yeah, the line. Getting it. Yeah. 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 You are live. Introduce yourself, please. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kekula. He's from Total Tadel, one of the strong bones of the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. And he's joined by us here, and other team members are joined, but the line keep going in and out. So we will wait until they can have a stable line and they will be able to introduce themselves. So, like I said, tonight we will be discussing development. Historically, where we are today, it is very important for us. We must look at where we are and enjoy the immunity of where we are. So may ask why this topic. This topic is meant to our today and our future for tomorrow. This topic is relevant for right now, our circumstances that we honor going, our major that we have in Liberia. This topic means everything for the growth and the development of our nation. If we must sit back today, I think we must tell God, thank you for bringing us this far. When we reflect to where we have been few weeks ago, few months ago, we were all confused. What are we to go or to do? Where do we go from here? How can we handle the situation? There was so much going on. We were all confused of the future and what it holds for us. We were all talking on different informations that we did not understand the source of where this information came from. Our country was dominated by fear of certainty. The fear that people will not know what will happen in the next 1 hour. That's 1 hour's greatest problem. The fear that something was so happening was 1 hour's greatest problem. But as time goes by, the divisions were too deep that we never thought we'd ever heal. Because there was so much between us that was tearing us apart. But in it all, we have come to realize that the divider will remain falling to the ground. That no matter whatever we find ourselves doing, love and unity remains the pillar that holds the future. In the midst of so much uncertainty, we ran to one thing called democracy. We ran to one thing that we could express our willingness to, our desire to. It was through democracy with God above. And today, we can now stand in the eyes of the thousands and thousands of nations and say, yes, indeed, we are Liberian. We not just show to the world that we are Liberian, but we show to the world that peace is what we want. And divided is nowhere in our country that we will sit in. Today, no one would have thought that we as Liberians we'll be talking about decoration without go firing all night at someone's throat or someone sparking a load to leave to go different countries or something unusual happening. Because there came a time within few months ago where our streets were like so deeply divided where when you are passing this way, you have to be careful, you have to come on this side, or all this, and that. But today reconciliation has come. Today we are put behind us the divisions of heart, and we have not come to heal the hearts. Not everyone will and pleasure is happening now. But if we look at it from the constitutional point of view, it means that more people are satisfied with the outcome. And that's why we endure peace and withstand it. So I want to use this time to beg one of us. What are you from this party? You from that party? Today is the day of reconciliation. We must reconcile. As we want the betterment of Liberia, first we must heal to reconciliation. What we said during party time, what we said during campaign time, must not be held as a hostage to eliminate us. It was just to be used at that time. Not because you didn't like what is happening now, or who is elected now, or who you didn't want to be elected is elected. That do not stop us from where we are heading to. We all went through it. We were praying. Some of us were not in Liberia physically, but mentally we were there. We were opening prayers. We sing songs. We talk to people. We engage people because hope is what stands in the midst of uncertainty. When you have uncertainty, once you have hope, uncertainties find a way out. And that hope was we will use democracy as an answer to what we will truly want to express. And today, we cannot testify to the world. Indeed, we may not be the big country, we may not have it all, but we hold on to one thing that have worked for us and have brought us this far. So I want to say congratulations from the depth of my heart to every Liberian who have fought this battle. It didn't come from one place, neither came from one tribe, all came from one district, all came from one county. We all fought. And today, we are witnessing delegates from different countries for our inauguration. That's the world of Liberia. If it was not that Liberia provided this platform, there would be no delegates coming to Liberia. And as they come to Liberia, they are coming with different mindsets. They are coming to see and know that democracy works despite it all. They are coming to testify to us that we are not against internationally and locally, that we as Liberians, when we made up our mind, we can make things happen. Like the song said, we are not millionaires, but we can make it happen. Indeed, Liberians have shown again to the world that we not be nation, but we can lead. And I want us to use this as a point forward. If this can work in the midst of all that we went through, if this can work in the midst of every frustration we have in us, anger and anxiety, we can still be able to conquer all of those things through the battle box. I think now the thing that help one another during the campaign, during the election, during the heat of it all, during the time when we have food shortage, during the time we have, different crises. Some people were crying they didn't even take pay for months, but yet we still had it on. I think now we can now hold on and make Liberia work for us all. I think we have experienced it individually, collectively, and nationally. We have experienced it. Those that have the opportunity to travel have not realized maybe if I have to leave Liberia and maybe will not appreciate Liberia like I am now. But some of us, we don't have electricity 24 hours. We may have food in our fridge 24 hours, but we still want to say we appreciate where we came from. And all we went for is to see that Liberia goes back to her original glory. And that is why we were sent for hours to advocate, to talk to people, to speak peace, to heal, and to stand with our people. A nation that will build must build on unity. A nation that will rise must rise with a system. I want us to now embrace a new Liberia, a new beginning, a new transition, a new ways of doing things, and a new method that we will do things. A new way that we will see our nation as our home. There's a difference from a house and a home. A home is where you can sleep today and you can leave tomorrow. But a home is where you can live and live in peace. We want to say we honor you. That have making up your mind to stay on the line, waiting to cast your votes. I must say we honor you that was going from one bush to another, talking to your people to vote. We honor you. We honor you that was making sure that there will be no war. We honor you. And we honor us as a nation who will look for the best out of the situation. And I want us to now channel all of this strength that we have stored in us over the years, that we can now invest that very, very strength into development. Let us now hold on together. I know we will expect to have a better Liberia, but a better Liberia in the absence of Liberia is no better Liberia. We can only have a Liberia that will work in the interest of the Liberians. And we as farmers, we hold our role. We are the mother of every nation. A mother is meant to look after her children. A mother is meant to guide her children. A mother is meant to become a role model. A mother is the head that directs the nation to stability. We never have had the luxurious houses. We may not have had the cars. We may not be living in the big houses. We may be sleeping in the mud bricks houses, but we still are the mothers and the fathers of Liberia. We have seen that we will be clearing our things and buying rice and other food commodities from other farmers. As we still see that in the absence of agriculture, we cannot have peace in Liberia. When the rice shortage came, less than a week, it was taken by the news. It was taken by the word. There was a shortage of food. Everyone knew that something about food that is not in the country. And you could see from the eyes and the faces of people. Not that they were crying because of money, but they were crying because there was no food. And we saw pregnant women climbing over fence. We saw a lot of things. We saw angers and bitterness. And that was the time where people were able to speak out for the first time. It was when I saw videos of people thinking if this continued to happen, the nation was going to run into chaos. These are live videos on the YouTube and other channels. It just tells you that the food is the strength of the nation. If we are the provider of food, then we are the strength of development. And as I said, the topic tonight rests on development. In order for us to move to a better country, the new Liberia that we want to walk in, we will continue to ask our leaders. And luckily, we were able to speak to the president-elect, His Excellency Joseph Newman Black, President of the Republic of Liberia. On this platform, if today you will be elected as a leader, what will you do for us as farmers? And he lately said to us that he will help. He will help to see the agricultural sector move from where it is. And we know with God above, it is only God that appoints leaders. And today, he's on the throne, ready to move Liberia forward. My call to you all as Liberians and as farmers is for us to put our hands together. Before we can arrive to development, we must first adjust our seatbelt to unity. Before we can leave to development, we must first come together. Because development comes in unity. When there is a unified people, there is always an outcome of development. That means the performance of all individuals can collectively bring improvement. And improvement works with development. So tonight, Bon County, Republic of Liberia, your daughter have come. Your sister has come. Your mother has come to talk to you. Let us come together as we are now moving Liberia on that wheels, where we are looking for a leader that will help us develop our nation, we must first come together. In order to leave this poverty that we continue to embrace and sit in order for us to drive the wheels out. Unity must be the key focus and the strength that will allow us to actually perform. Because no one knows it all. We must rely on one another's strength for development. Somebody is good at planting palm, while somebody is also good at doing vegetable. Somebody is that good at promoting rice farming. Somebody is there that is also good at making sure the animal is also there for us to eat. When we must look at development, we must look at collective workforce. My people, in order for us to achieve this better Liberia, we must first come together. We must come together in that sense of unity. Leave the positions. Leave the different ethnicity development. Now we speak development. We speak development for the betterment of our nation. I will be stopping here very soon while we will be asking our listening audience to come in and tell us what they think. We are now honored with the keys. We are now having a new car. But without the fuel, the car will not leave. We may have the keys, which is a new leadership. We may have the car, which is a new government. But we need that fuel that will allow that car to move from one point to another. And that fuel is the leadership, which is the unity among us. If we must be able to ask our leaders to take money from Liberia, farmers, and take it out to import, we must first have the capacity as a team, as a leader, to come in and say, yes, Father, we thank you for taking this leadership. But we look up to you because we want to see the Liberian and the cultural sector move from where it is. We do not want to remain as from our farmers. We want you to put in place policies that will allow us to walk to beds and be able to get room, to be able to change our life. We want organizations to work and help us as we grow our food, to be able to produce our food. We will need those things in place. We will need an organization that will make sure that all the supermarkets in Liberia have Liberia and food in them. Not to go to India to bring food when we can grow it in Liberia. No more to be going to Africa to bring onions when we have the land that can produce onions. We can produce the tomatoes that come from Africa's here and etc. We can do that. But we need the leader that will bring to life those policies through an organization under one umbrella. This is not about you being the head or being the tail. It's about you laying a foundation that will encourage our leaders to see the need to change that strategy and trust in us. When there is no head, everyone goes scattered. When there is no leadership, nothing works. That's why even in the homes, you must have a father or you must have a mother. Why? Because if there is no one to lead you, no one can tell you what is right or what is wrong. We have sat down for years and saw in different financial spending in our budget, allocations for agriculture. But we are yet to take the piece of what a man. We see the figures, but we are yet to see it work for us. Why? Because we are not together. Why? Because there is no one to speak on our behalf. Why? Because no one to ask what happened to what is meant for farmers. No one knows what comes in the country for farmers. No one see what is there for farmers. So at the end result, we work. We let our farms. We struggle. Our answer is only in red light, where somebody will determine how much we make from all that we suffer for. We want a new Liberia today, my people. But we can only have a new Liberia when we have a leaders that will lead us to the new Liberia we want. We can only have that new Liberia if we have someone that understands what affects us and how we feel about what affects us. Someone that can speak the language of us and will better understand our pains and our frustration. This is not a political game, but it's the way forward. This is not a speech just to get audience to look at you, but it is the way forward. In the absence of these things, we will be here and doing the same thing and getting the very same results. I will stop here. I will stop here and wait. I will stop here with this in mind. That if we are to see the sources of why we came out on that day to vote, if we must see what we want to see in Liberia for us all, then let us start with a new page. Let us give this a try. Let us give this a time and see that if this does not work, where we will be if we do not try other methods. It is good to make your own farm, but it is also better when we work together as a team. No one is going to take your farm from you, no. But being in the organization that will look after what helps you, how it feels to be a part of something that adds value to your life, it's more rewarding. So, to you, Honorable Yang, if you are listening, I would like you to
Oh,
please, yeah.
sorry, I was talking when my mouse is muted. Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Madam Anderson, and we must appreciate you so much for, such a discussion. And now, I think if you are out there, I know many of our farmers across Liberia are now listening. Like Madam Anderson said, this is an organization that has come to empower you as a farmer and provide you the opportunity where you will gain the ideas, get involved into agriculture activities, and exchange your locally produced commodity at an acceptable standard. So this means that it will help to promote sustainable food system in our country, and also, contribute significantly to our economy. Okay, so you all know that agriculture plays a very important role in our country, and it accounts for, 2.3%, according to the recent, report of our national budget. So it means that it is contributing significantly to our well-being. So now, if you are out there, you want to participate on the program, I know there is a change, and some of you are not familiar with the program. Let's be real, though we have our regular listeners who usually follow us on Sunday morning, but due to some circumstances beyond our own control, and also providing you the opportunity where you can be relaxed to follow the program, we changed the time of the program. So this time, with the help of our Almighty God, that we're going to use to keep talking to you as a farmer, changing minds and changing attitudes towards helping all of us, empower us, because this program is for us, and we must accept it, and we must see it as an opportunity that we all can come together to build Liberia through the agriculture system. This agriculture we're talking about, it has contributed, like you listen to the CEO, it has contributed really, really much to other countries. So take a look at China, take a look at Germany, take a look at the Great America. It is because of agriculture that you see these countries flourishing. Then what more about us as Liberians, where we have the fertile soils, and we have limited resources, but however we can turn it into maximum resources so that we can improve our economy. So if you're out there, you want to participate on the program, you can call us up on 0777 777 965. You can call and contribute, and also make comment or suggestion, or ask questions as to some of the things that you really want to know about. So, like I said, this is the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union radio program, and we are now on your radio every Sunday at 6 to 8:30 in the evening. So, we are not yet getting calls to see, or we can accept, calls from our other colleagues who are following, so that they can also make their own contribution towards what we're discussing.
Okay. Yeah, the line keep going in and out. Okay, let me see again if I can get them. Yeah, the line. Okay, you are live. So you can kind of introduce yourself. And yeah, I don't know if you were able to listen to the topic for tonight. Hello? Yeah, Brother Samuel, you can come in. You can hear me? All right, Director Winnie, you can please introduce yourself. And so, because, yeah. Okay. So thank you, Dan. All right. So as I was saying, the line is disturbing for tonight. So many of our directors are struggling. They may keep trying until they can get in. So just to recap what I was saying, others that have not listened to this clip, we encourage you to be a part. Just click again and then follow. You will listen to the beginning of the show. So on every Sundays, we will be here in the evening hours rather than in the morning, because huge fans in around the country or outside of the country have express their frustration that the morning hours on Sundays are very tedious because they're going to churches and other programs. So they have asked us to start in the evening. So again, we want to say sorry for the change of time, but we want everyone in and out of the country to be part of the show because this is going to help us, in order for us to become the Liberian we want to become, or to build a nation of our dream. We must be able to yield to the development through agriculture. And if we must look at other countries, like he just said to you there, Director Jan said to you there, if you look at Holland, they're one of the biggest exporter. I mean, they're not just exporting only vegetables, but they are vegetable. I mean, they are producing potatoes, pig. All these pig feet we are talking about here, they are not farm. But the same pig feet that you see that they put in barrels that we pay for everything. I mean, almost in all the Liberian ditches, we have pig feet there. But where do they come from? How do they arrive at our tables? How do we pay for them? The answer is just in agriculture. Why are we still suffering? The answer is just in agriculture. How can we leave the suffering? The answer is just there. It's right in our
See, we have a call.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes. Who are your name and where you come from?
my name John P. Koba, calling from Borepa.
Okay, John. Let's hear you.
Agriculture, somehow we now green ourselves, we are to and we try to make some, but we look for help us, we look for some people to help us in Borepa.
Okay, we lost him. 0777 You can keep your calls coming in. See, sorry for interrupting you. But anyway, you can keep your calls coming in so that you can participate and interact with us on the program. Yeah, go ahead, CEO.
Okay, so like I was saying, sorry for the caller there. Just keep trying again. You may be able to get us. In order for us to have Liberia, the sweet land of liberty, the godmother of Africa, the heritage of our ancestors, and the beauty of becoming an African is sustainability. We may have a nation, but a nation that does not sustain itself is a parallel nation. It falls, it breaks, it yields to anything. But in order for us to achieve a successful nation, a nation that will drive investors, a nation that will not just only drive investors, but will determine what investor to come in. It's a nation that have agriculture. Investors do not go to a land where there is no food because they need to survive. An investor will not go anywhere because where there is no food, there is always chaos. So they won't go there. So we have all to deliver Liberia. But we must come up with a plan that demarcates us from where we have been and where we are going. If we do not have a new plan, that means our budgets will show the 000 or 2,000, but we will not feel it in our various communities. We will have budget that will be indicated. You will see agricultural allocation, but you will not feel it in your community. Why? Because we don't have nowhere that we can check the budget to. The budget can only work when there is a system in place. A system can only work when there is someone to maintain that system. And when we are looking at the growth and the development of a nation like ours, we must have control when it comes to our food. We must be able to feed our plates, not to wait for others to feed us when we can feed ourselves and feed others. Now, all the leaders coming in that country are coming in to see that we can do this. Now, God has turned the captives back to Liberia. Because we must not make mistakes like we did in the past, where we will not seize opportunity, but we will launch opportunity. I want us to embrace the new opportunity that will be granted to us through what we do. In order for us to build Liberia, we must have direction. And that direction can only work with someone or some organization or some leadership structure that will develop us in the skills that are required. You do not need to finish or be in big position, but we need a system that will work for the nation employment sector. Agriculture remains the nation's highest employment sector. Yet, we are helter scatter. Everyone does what they want and do when they feel. No direction. No one to say, this is the right soil for you to plant your crops, and this is the wrong soil for you to plant this. We have no direction. We only live and work by the grace. The grace is sufficient, but the wisdom is even the power that elevates and motivates the grace. And that's why we want to enhance our agricultural industry. Like in other countries, even around us, there's an industry where you talk about agriculture, you talk about industry. A whole industry that work to supply. The industry will be able to lay aside the kind of production, the kind of people to feed, and how much of those people are required to be fed. When we look at leadership in agriculture, we are not just looking at a position, but we are looking at requirements. Because those people depend on us for survival. Yet we do not have a figure to know how much we produce yearly in the entire republic. We do not have a complete map of what we produce yearly, how much we produce. It is wrong for us to wake up and sleep late and yet got nothing to show up for. It is wrong to sweat and yet you have no much to show for. This time around, we want our sweat to be channeled through our quantity, through evidence that what we do. We need evidence to say 2024, 2025, we produce 5 tons of cassava. Let us have that figures. Because then we will be marching not only the mouths to feed in Liberia, but we will then know how much what we need to apply to arrive at what we want. to produce. We must not just grow because we have the land, but we must grow as a source of income that will elevate us from poverty into subsistence farming, into industrial thinkers, into a business and energetic, productive Liberia. We need to deploy new ideas to the way we want to respond to our food insecurity. We cannot continue to just farm and yield nothing for 3 months, and then after 3 months, we go back to farm until we die. We can afford to pay our children's school fees, even from the money that we work for. If someone is sitting at red light to tell us how we must be able to sell our crops. And not even that they tell us how much, but they are not even giving us the amount in full. They give us what they have, and we have to come back. And sometimes it does not even work that when we come back, they tell us all the things you brought, everything go rotten. And you force and you argue and nothing comes out of it. We need a new Liberia that will make us to have a security. The security of what we can produce and how much we can produce and how best we can store what we can produce. There's a way for us to work and all of our products just go in the dikes because it has expired. Because of sunburn. Many of us, we do not still yet know how to be able to carefully look after the food we produce. Management of the food can cause the price to decay. Why? Because it will not look appealing to the heart. So because you were able to have it today, and because somebody roughly treated those crops at the end result, all of the 6 months, the 3 months, the 7 months you work for, everything just go. We must respond to food waste. We must respond to food waste. The amount of food that waste in that country can contribute to thousands of dollars, and that thousands of dollars can be an income of somebody. That's why leadership is indeed needed now. And you must understand why we are saying what we are saying, because we have found out and we have done our own research. And there are many things that we need to take into serious consideration if we must embrace the new Liberia. There are thousands and thousands of Western energy that should be channeled as an income to us. Why must you work 7 months, grow a food, have the food, take it to the market, and then buy it, and you have to come and eat it? Then what is the point of you harvesting? What is the point of you sowing? We now need to respond to food waste. We need to also respond to the management of our food. We must be able to take responsibility of telling our new leader that we can feed not only Liberia, but we can feed ourselves. And this is the proof. We can produce at least 100 tons of cassava, 10 tons or 20 tons of this potato. What must we continually import till today? What we call Irish potato. Why must we continue to import it? They are not coming from Europe and America. They are there produce right in Africa. But yet we trade all our source of income to import it. Why must we be going outside of Liberia for onions and pepper, dry pepper from Guinea that is at the boundary of Liberia? Where you can stay in Guinea and you can see Liberia. You can stay in Liberia and see Guinea. Matter of fact, they're all there. So it's not something I'm saying based on what I read, but it's something that's more physical because I've experienced it. How long will we wait to remain where we are? There is now the chances that we can make things right as we are embarked on a new journey, political journey. We cannot hold on and cry together. And I believe our leader will hear us. We can stage a day where we will go to them and say, please, give us the opportunity together. And they will listen to us. But we first need to come together. And then our voices will be heard. Then our income will be from where we produce. Then our response will be favorable to us all. I hope this message will touch your hearts as Liberians, as farmers, as elected leaderships, as people who are ready to embrace change. It is hard to remain where we are and think that's going to be a change. We must first make the change. Then we can embrace the change. This is my message to us all. Let us come in our numbers. I will be coming to Liberia. And I'm not coming to sit down. I am not coming to fold my hands. I am not coming for a photo shoot. No, I am not coming for Facebook like. No, I am not coming to be in newspaper. But I'm coming so that together we can respond to what is happening to us. I'm coming that we can put hands together and move our nation forward. I am coming so that we can work in one direction and solve this problem. I am just coming so that we can be able to make things work for us all. So if this is your cry, join us, share our videos, and follow us. Because we can only do this together. We can only move together. And I want to say also to all of the leaders that are now leaving power and going into the very community, we welcome you. And we want to say thank you for serving your nation. We welcome you in our different communities. We still hold to a nation as sweet as Liberia. Let us be our cry. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for embracing a new Liberia. On behalf of the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, we will want to say to you, we wish you a pleasant week. Tomorrow will be the inauguration service of our president elect. We will be there carrying this live. So if you wish to follow the entire program for tomorrow, please, we encourage you to please follow our page and share the message. This is the page for us as farmers. This is the page that will speak our language forever. This is the page that will give us the voice that we need to be heard. Thank you so much to you, Ambassador Yang. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Anderson. So we're still accepting your calls on 0777. The Chief Executive Officer of the organization is right here. And you can call to ask question, or maybe you can contribute to some of the issues we're talking about. You are the farmers. You better understand some of the problems that you are undergoing. And as people who are contributing to the rebuilding process of our country and our food system, we think it's time to all so that we all can come together. But this cannot be done. We must also be able to hear from you. We should be able to understand. Though we've been here on several occasions where we have heard a lot as it relates to some of the issues that are affecting the agricultural system, and we are aware of some of these issues. So you listen to the CEO. Very, very soon, we will commence with activities of our program because we are gradually moving to the farming season, and as a result, we think our people should now begin, empowered. They should be having the knowledge, the skills, as well as the avenues through which they can be able to make, significant profits out of what they are producing. So we want to continue to hear from you. Like I said, the number remains 0777777965. You can call us up now and make your own contribution as a farmer or as a patriotic citizen or as someone who thinks that agriculture is very much important for the development of our own country. So you can call. We are here. We are still here up to 8, and at 8 we will be wrapping up. And honestly, we'll be wrapping out up at 8 o'clock. So there's a saying that says, "It says speak or forever hold your peace," because it is only you that can tell the whole world as to what are some of the things or the issues that are hampering the agriculture system. That for us as a team or as members of the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are highly aware. We have done a lot of survey, and it is based on some of these discussions that we are coming in to fill in the gap. But this cannot be done without your consent, without your participation, without your involvement in this particular process. So we're talking about farming business, and as Liberians, we all are aware, we all know about farming. Once you can eat, like the CEO said, once you can eat, you must know about agriculture because you can eat every day. You must eat. It's something that it got to keep you reminded. It is something that that every morning when you wake up, you should think about it. Okay, we have our other caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. Your name and where you call from, sir?
I'm James Toba, calling from Kamsa Highway.
Okay, Mr. Toba, let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much for the explanation again concerning about agriculture. But the problem we face is that because we will make the farm, like we that live in the interior side, we will make a cassava farm, we plant rubber, we plant palm, and then on our proceed. No roads, He said, when you make your cassava farm, you don't see anyone to buy. So, like our effort can just go in vain. The cassava will until the bush will grow on it again, and we are not getting anything. We continue to suffer. We continue to suffer, and no one is coming on our aid. So I would say thank you very much for what you guys are saying, and we are looking forward to see how best thing will be there. But thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you for your contribution. You too can do the same by dialing 0777 0777 So it is the phone line that can get you to be a part of the program. CEO, I hope you listen to the caller.
Yes, I did, and I'd like to say thank you for what he just said. This thing is, I would say, a nationwide situation. And I said this because there are numerous of proof that we have in our possessions through different interviews and other physical uh, evidence that point to the same direction he's speaking from. And that is why we have come. Now, in order for these issues to be addressed, we must have someone, which is the leadership, that will be put in place to be able to address this issue. And that is why the Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union have also registered the program here in the UK to enable our efforts to not continue to go in vain. To also help us that our products that we produce in Liberia is not no different from what is produced in China. It's not different from what is produced in other countries. But we will have to produce in a quantity that will help us to develop. And this is why coming together under a umbrella can give us the light of what to expect, how to deal with what we are already dealing with, and how best to seek the right help for all farmers across Liberia. So let us keep joining, let us keep fighting, and let us start this process 2024 as we embrace a new Liberia for all. Thank you.
0777 Like I said, we wrap up at 8 o'clock. And please don't forget, we encourage you also to join us via this radio now. Instead of Sunday at 8 in the morning, we have now changed the program to every Sunday at 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So you see, it's 1 hour, 30 minutes as a way of providing all of you as farmers the opportunity to gain different ideas and to also contribute to Liberia food system. So we are now here every Sunday now at 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening. So you can call. We will take 1 or 2 calls, and then from there we can get over to our CEO for our parting comments. So if you are there, you want to contribute to the program, like I said, you can dial us and have your say. And CEO sometimes silence, means consent. I don't know whether am I right, but we know that there are problems. We understand within ourselves as members of the Aba Organic Farm like Bro Farmers Union, there are numerous problems. But as time goes on, we all must be able to work together. We must be able to collaborate so that we can make this dream to come to reality. Because without you, our dreams of transforming or improving the agriculture system can never be realized. Because in Liberia, there's a saying that we usually say that
Okay.
We usually say, um, we say that. Oh, what was I saying? But anyway, CEO, what I was just trying to say is that we as Liberians, I mean, this is the right time. This is the time that we need to, gravitate from what we long been doing. Like we've been involved in holding these, mentors, but this cannot be done when all of you are not, part of this process. So in order to gravitate from the old mentor to advanced mentors, where you will see companies coming in, you will see other bigger NGOs, coming in to contribute to our efforts. It is when we all come together, because NGO will not come and look for farmers individually. They will not come to say, "Oh yes, we have come to give each and every farmer money to empower them." Though sometimes these things are being done, but it must be done based on your seriousness. It must be done based on evidence, or based on your desire that yes, indeed, you want to get involved into that. So I want to say thank you, especially from my end, but CEO, before we can just conclude, you can just give us your parting comments in the jiffin, and then we wrap up.
Okay, just before I give our parting comment, I will also want to recognize all of those that have sent us some text on the live. But we will not be able to read out all of the text, but okay, we will just take one or two. Please bear with us because it's coming from different platforms. So we want to recognize Brother Aaron Dixon. He's one of the strong supporter of the Abba Organic Farm. Also, Mr. Mohammed, I'd like to say thank you. And please share with us where you're watching us from. And we also want to say thank you, Mistress Tene Supoff. We also say thank you, Tene. We are very impressed by what all you said, and others that have been writing us from other platforms. We also want to recognize you from that point on. But we always want you to please be a part of the show. Get us by just following us, then it will help you get us anytime we are out on live. Just before we can go, what I want to say today is I want to say congratulations to us as Liberians to make the decision we have made. But for us to make that decision work is to deploy a new idea and a new strategy that will enhance what we want to happen for us in our own interests. In the absence of Liberians taking on initiatives, Liberia will go nowhere. And we are counting on all Liberians in and out of Liberia to come and let us move our nation. You can contribute through your skills, through your financial support, through your moral support, and even through your prayers. We deeply appreciate every one of you from the depths of our heart as we look forward for a new day, a new beginning in the entire process. Let us remember that agriculture has the answers to Liberia growing crisis. Let us embark on a new journey for a better Liberia, using agriculture as the answer to Liberia's greatest problem. Let us move together, build Liberia, and stand together in love, peace, and unity. My name is Madam Abba A. Anderson. On behalf of the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, it's been a pleasure being with you, and continue to support us. Follow this page tomorrow. We will be live carrying on the inauguration program live. So please help us share this video. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, CEO, and it was a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Okay, you too. And to all of our listening audience there, important I don't even know what I said. Who better, but anyway, better. So,
Thank
you
you,
like it.
thank you. Well,
Okay, so
the voice.
proceed.
Okay. Well, that's the voice of Madam Abba E. Anderson. She's the Chief Executive Officer of the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. The organization is a group of professional and experienced as well as seasonal individuals who are, about or are involved in changing the narratives of the agriculture system. So we have come with the aim of helping to empower you as farmers, provide you the opportunities and have the experience, the technical know-how, and also create the space where you could make significant profit from your locally produced commodities. But this has to only be done through collective efforts, through collaboration, and through our own desire as people who are involved in agriculture. We say thank you so much for being a part of today's edition of the program. And I'm saying I'm quite sure this is the very first edition of the program in 2024.
All right, that's it. Yeah,
Mm,
so
so
it's the very first one, and just know that we are here throughout the year, and we will be bringing you more fascinating stories of what's happening and how best we are moving the agricultural sector together. And we know Liberians are going to be empowered by their own agricultural sector. We are looking at more development in agriculture than anything else. We are looking at Liberian employment rate going low to the lowest through the initiation of agriculture. So that's why agriculture is the key of success to this government and to our nation. God bless you.
well, that does it here for this week's edition of the program, and we encourage you to join us on next Sunday. Don't forget at 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening. We want to say thank you so much for being a part, and I have been Randa Yan wishing all of you a wonderful, wonderful time from Central Liberia.
Fellow Liberians, as we all have entered this year 2023, we have to stand strong in building our country's economy. In doing this, we need to focus on agriculture by going back to the soil, which will help us grow our food, that will help us sustain ourselves. It is often said, and I quote, there's only one thing that can bring our country down and also has the potential of giving our country its bright color. Our dependence on foreign countries for food and energy have led us to be spectators of our country's economy, knowing that agriculture is the backbone of our country's economy. Fellow citizens, I argue you all join the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union every Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Africa 24 Online TV with their host, Ma Abba A. Anderson, the CEO and founder of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. For our live educative section under the topic, let's educate our farmers.